Wednesday. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in. Welcome. Your content should be making you money. Hello. Your content should be making you money, and if it's not, you're doing something wrong. We got a serious problem. What I am manifesting for you is a life where every time you go live, right? Every time you post pictures, reels, every time you're on these apps, you need to be making money, okay? It's 2025. We don't do stuff for free anymore. No, those days are gone. Every single time you get on these apps, you should be making money. And if you're not, that's because you're doing something wrong. But no worries, because I'm going to teach you how to get it right. Something else I want you guys to understand is this. Good morning. You should be making money while you're asleep. I said what I said. You should be making money while you're asleep. I am manifesting a life for you where as soon as you open your eyes, you're already sitting at $200 deposits, $500. Can you say 1K days? Okay, amen, amen. You should be making money while you're asleep. I want you to already be up with deposits on phone before you even brush your teeth. How about that? Okay, if you're not making money while you're asleep, you're doing something wrong. But again, I'm going to teach you how to get it right. Something else I need you to understand is this. Good morning. You only need one good digital product. You just need one. And that one product that you choose to create and sell will be your first class ticket out of your 9 to 5. It will be your financial freedom, okay? There is something that you know about. There's something that you have skills in. There's something that you have knowledge in. There's something you have a passion for. And whatever that thing is, will build you financial freedom, okay? When I first started, I started 5 years ago, I lost over 100 pounds, yes. So what I did, from what I learned, how to eat right, how to exercise, I turned that into an ebook. All of that knowledge and those skills that I learned on my weight loss journey, I turned it into an ebook and I started teaching other people how to lose weight. You see how that goes? So there's something that you could be monetizing today. There's something that you could be creating content with today and start making money. Now, the reason why you're not, okay? The reason why it's not going on, why you always got all these excuses, is because you live in fear. So on my lives, on this side of the internet, fear stands for fuck everything and run. And you are running, running, running. You are running from your dreams. You're running from your business, your passions. You're just running because you are so fearful of what people are going to say. You're so fearful about what people are going to think. You're so fearful about looking stupid. You're so fearful of failure. You're so fearful of all of these things. And that fear that you refuse to let go of is what's keeping you trapped, okay? But starting today, we're gonna let go of that fear so we can finally make money online. Now, what I wanna know is this. Good morning. Who on this live is sick and tired of being sick and tired? If that is you, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Good morning, good morning. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. I want to know who I'm talking to today. Who are my action takers? Who is sick and tired of being sick and tired? If that's you, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. The key word of this live, you guys, is execution, okay? We can't keep talking about what we're gonna do. We can't keep hoping and praying. Good morning and manifesting. We have to actually get started. But only the people who are actually sick and tired of being sick and tired are gonna do it. Very good, Sia. So if that is you, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What I wanna know is this. Who on this live is fed up with living paycheck to paycheck? If that is you, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. If you are fed up with living paycheck to paycheck, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. I'm talking to you. Believe it or not, a lot of people love living paycheck to paycheck. They've been living paycheck to paycheck all their life. Their friends are paycheck to paycheck, their families paycheck to paycheck, and they love it. But if you are fed up with it. You're done with that life. You want to do more than pay bills, pay bills, pay bills. Then go ahead and put a 1 in the chat because I'm talking to you. Good morning, good morning. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning. And last but not least, what I want to know is this: who on this live has no idea what the hell a digital product is? If you ain't got a clue, go ahead and put me in the chat because I'm going to teach you. Listen, this is a judgment-free zone. It's okay to not know something. We all didn't know something at some point in time. But guess what? I'm going to teach you what a digital product is. I'm going to teach you how to create it, and I'm going to teach you how to sell it. Listen, go ahead and put me in the chat. Let's go, let's go. And for those of you guys who are just tuning in, my name is Jasmine. Good morning, good morning. I'm going to teach you how to turn your content into cash and how to finally make money online. If I'm saying anything at all that resonates with, we have to execute. That's the key word of this live, is execution. We got to get started. I promise you this, by 2 o'clock, you're going to forget half everything I said. You're human at the end of the day, right? Life be life and the stress be stressing. But if you write this shit down, if you take notes, anything that I do say that you accidentally forget, you can still look at your notes and still get it done. You see how that works? So note takers are money makers. I'm going to be saying a lot of things on this live. I'm going to teach you. So if you have your pen and paper in hand and you are ready for class to begin, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Good morning, good morning. If you have your pen and paper in hand and you are ready to take notes, you're ready for class to begin, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Also, you guys, make sure you follow me so you don't lose me. Listen, people steal my videos. They make fake accounts and then they message you, okay? So do not get hoodwinked, finessed, or bamboozled on these TikTok streets, y'all. They coming to get you, okay? They coming to get you, so make sure you follow me so you do not get hoodwinked. Let's go, let's go. If you are ready for class to begin, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Where you at? Good morning, good morning. She said she signed up for Gumroads. Very good, very good. Let's go, let's go. I see 75 people on this live. Thank you, Jersey. I need to see more readies in the chat. Class is about to begin. Are we awake? Are we sleeping? What are we doing? We have to execute, folks. We can't keep manifesting. We can't keep dreaming, hoping, and praying. We have got to get started, okay? You cannot pray your way to financial freedom. You have to execute. You got to show up and show out. God helps those who help themselves. Let's go, let's go. She said, I'm ready. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Also, one more thing, you guys. On this live, we don't say things like, I can't. We don't say things like, I'm stupid. Good morning. We don't say things like, I'm dumb. It's not going to work. I'm not worthy. I'm not smart. We don't say those things to ourselves. No. If I can do it, you can do it too, okay? So on this live, we speak positively to ourselves. We speak highly of ourselves. We don't tear ourselves down with our words. No, we don't play those games. Not on my live. You can and you will. All right, very good. Let's go. Class is in session. So what the hell is a digital product and how will we make money? How will we make money from it? A digital product is something that you do not have physical possession of. So think of a movie on Netflix. Good morning. Think of a song on your Apple Music or Spotify. You don't physically have it in your possession. It's all digital. It's all in the cloud somewhere, okay? There is something that you're going to create and sell. I'm telling you what you're going to do. There's something that you are going to create and sell. And it could be anything. When I first started years ago, y'all, I've been doing this for 5 years. I lost over 100 pounds, okay? I changed the way I ate and I started exercising. I lost all that weight. What I did was I took my knowledge on how to eat right and how to exercise, how to weight lift, and I packaged it into an ebook. And I started selling it to people online so that they could learn how to lose weight too. And what I love so much about digital products, you guys, is you only make it once. You only make it one time, just once. And you will resell it over and over and over again for years. To this day, I am still reselling digital products that I made 4 and 5 years ago. Amen, amen. You can even sell e-courses. So maybe you know how to do hair or makeup. You can record yourself teaching people how to do these things, record yourself making the videos. You resell those. Okay, you can even sell workbooks and journals. You guys, there are people on these apps. I can't make this up. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I'm sitting right here in the seat. There are people on these apps who download workbooks and journals, manifestation guides, affirmation guides, all from Canva. And I'm gonna teach you how to do that in a second. They download them off of Canva, okay? And then they're reselling them for $27 a pop. $49.99, okay? Let's go. If they can do it, you can do it too. But the reason why you're not doing it is because you are full of excuses. You are the queen of procrastination. You are the overthinker. You are the person who keeps telling themselves they're gonna start on Monday, but Monday never shows up for you. Well, guess what? It's gonna show up today, okay? Now, I am going to give you guys 2 free apps. These apps are free. You ain't got no excuse, not on this live. There ain't no excuses up in here. These apps are free, okay? And they will change your entire life if and only if you actually use them. Good morning. If you are ready for app number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Let's go. Good morning. If you are ready for app number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. And for those of you guys who are just tuning in, my name is Jasmine. I'm so glad to have you. I'm going to teach you how to turn your content into cash and how to make money online. If I'm saying anything that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, make sure you guys are double tapping the screen, like, comment, and share. The more we interact with this live, the more this live gets pushed to more people. Hello. Believe it or not, a lot of people hate their job. Oh, you thought it was just you. No. A lot of people hate their job, okay? A lot of people are tired of living paycheck to paycheck too. It's not just you. So just like this live found you, let's allow this live to find other people, okay? Amen, amen. Note takers are money makers. Write it down. Are y'all ready? Let's go, let's go. App number 1, here we go. Class is in session. App number 1 is Canva. Good morning. Canva, C-A-N-V-A. Canva, C-A-N-V-A. Let's talk about it. Let's go ahead and talk about Canva. All right. Now, I already know. Some of y'all gonna say, thank you, gracefully. Some of y'all gonna say, Jazz, I already got that. That's not new. Good. I'm glad you already got it on your phone. But my question for you is, are you using it for your business? Are you using it for your content? Are you using it to make money? Thank you. Because if the answer is no, well, we have a problem. But you're going to start doing that today, okay? Davita said not yet. Guess what? You're going to start today. You're going to start doing it today. How about that, okay? You will use Canva for everything. When I tell you everything, it's because I mean everything. Thank you, Ernie. Listen. Maybe you're gonna finally post content. You have been the person that keeps talking about, I'm gonna be a TikToker, I'm gonna be an Instagrammer, I'm gonna do all of the things, and you're finally gonna get started today. Great. Did you know you can find templates on Canva for your reels? Y'all ever seen people do them get ready with me reels where they got the pretty little letters at the top? They're getting those templates right up off Canva, okay? Maybe you're gonna finally make a YouTube channel. You're done talking about it, you're gonna actually do it. So you're gonna put one foot in front of the other and get it done. And you need some YouTube thumbnails to entice people to click on your video. You can get those YouTube thumbnails right up off Canva. Hello, all right? Remember earlier I told you people are reselling workbooks and journals, manifestation guides. They're getting them off Canva. Y'all better lock in so you don't have to keep clocking in. Let's go. If they can do it, you can do it too. Maybe you want to sell an ebook. You want to sell digital products. You're like, shoot, Jazz, I want to make money online too. Where do I sign up? Great. Did you know you can go on Canva and you type in ebooks? They got hundreds upon hundreds of different templates for you, okay? So we got to start using Canva. We have to start. If you promise me this morning on this beautiful Wednesday that you are going to start using Canva today, go ahead and put Canva in the chat. If you're going to start today, go ahead and put Canva in the chat. If you're not going to start to tomorrow or Monday or next year, I ain't talking to you. Don't put Canva in nobody's chat. But if you're going to actually show up today, you're done making excuses, you're done talking about the shoulda, woulda, couldas, if, ands, or buts, and you're actually going to execute. I'm talking to you. Go ahead and put Canva in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Good morning, good morning. I should see some more Canva, so only a handful of y'all going to start changing your life today. The rest of y'all going to wait till next week What are we doing? You just said you were tired of living paycheck to paycheck. Make it make sense. We're going to start today. Stop procrastinating. You're keeping yourself stuck. And for those of you guys who are in your head and you're living in fear and you're trying to convince yourself that you can't do this. Some of y'all are sitting here saying, Jazz, I'm too old. It's too late for me. I'm not tech savvy. I don't know anything about this internet stuff. Let me explain something to you. That is fear that's holding you back, okay? All that self-doubt talk that we do, all of the I can'ts, that's the fear. And we already said fear stands for fuck everything and run. And you're running away, okay? Let me explain something to you. It is never too late to get started. That's number one. Until you're 6 feet under, you're not too late, okay? You are right on time. That's called divine timing. There's a reason why this live showed up on your For You page this morning. Okay, that's why you're here. Number two, you are tech savvy. Yes, you are. You use your phone every day. True or false? You know how to send text messages. You know how to make phone calls. You know how to click up on these apps and scroll through and find this live this morning. Your children did not help you do it. You did it all on your own. So stop trying to talk yourself out of your dreams. Stop. You can and you will. There are people older than you making money online. If they can do it, so can you. Get out your head and get in your bag, okay? Very good. If you're ready for app number 2, go ahead and put a 2 in the chat. Class is in session, let's go. If you're ready for app number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Good morning, happy Wednesday, y'all. Let's go. Note takers are money makers. Y'all better write this down. I promise you by 2 o'clock this afternoon, y'all gonna forget half of what I said. But if you write it down, anything that I do forget, you can refer back to them notes and still get shit done. We gotta execute. That is the key word of this live, is execution. Also, we don't say things like I can't and I suck and I'm stupid. Some of y'all are just mean to yourself, just straight up bullies to yourself. That stops today as well. You can and you will, all right? You can and you will. If I can do it, you can do it too. App number 2, write this down. Let's go. ChatGPT. Good morning, ChatGPT. Why, thank you, Alex. ChatGPT. Let's talk about it. Let's talk. Also, you guys, I'm saying anything that resonates with your spirits and vibrates with your soul. Double tap that screen. Make sure y'all follow me so you don't lose me. They do steal my videos and then they message you, okay? Beware, because they're coming to get you. Make sure y'all follow me. Okay, so you know it's the real me. Chat GPT, let's talk. So I know some of y'all already got chat. Y'all like, Jazz, that's not new. Thank you, Jessica. You're like, I already got that. I use it every day. Great. If you already use Chat GPT, I'm happy for you. But my question is this. Are you using it to make money? He said, okay, me and my chat is tight. Very good, Jersey. But my question now is, are you using it to make money? Are you using it as your free business assistant? Because if the answer is no, you're going to start today, okay? Everything that we're doing starts today. Not tomorrow, not Monday, but today. Moving forward, you will use ChatGPT for everything that comes to your business. And when I say everything, it's because I literally mean everything. Maybe you do want to post content. You're done talking about it. You're ready to execute, but you're not too sure what kind of videos to make. Well, guess what? Ask ChatGPT and it will tell you. Thank you. Maybe you want to make YouTube videos, but you don't know what to say. You're camera shy. You're nervous. Well, guess what? Did you know you can have ChatGPT write your scripts for you? Thank you, Jamie. Yes, it will write your scripts for you. Now all you got to do is say it. How about that? Maybe you want to make money online. You want to sell digital products. You are ready to build financial freedom too. Did you know you can have ChatGPT write your ebooks for you? Oh, oh, you ain't know. Let me put you on game. Yes, ChatGPT will write your ebooks for you. All you gotta do is ask. You guys, I can't make this up. When I first started, I didn't know about ChatGPT. I didn't know a thing about it. If it existed, I didn't know. When I wrote my first ebook, teaching people how to lose weight, I had to use my brain. I had to use my English skills and my grammar skills. That took me weeks. You don't have to do that no more. You don't even need a brain. All you need is ChatGPT, okay? It's never been easier than today to make money online. If I'm lying, I'm flying, and I'm sitting right here in this chair, okay? Now, I gave you Canva. App number one was Canva. I gave you ChatGPT. Now we have to put it together and make the digital product. Thank you, Tracy. So if you're ready, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Let's go, let's go. If you're ready to put Canva and ChatGPT together, put ready in the chat. I'm about to give you prompt number one for ChatGPT. If you do not have your pen and paper in hand, you are doing yourself a disservice, because I promise you're not going to remember nothing I'm talking about on this live, because life be life and stress be stress, and true or false. But if you write it down, you can still execute, okay? We can't keep talking about what we're going to do. We got to actually do it. I should see more readies in this chat. I am not a mathematician by any means, but the math ain't mathin'. I'm trying to figure out how we have 97 people on TikTok number one, but only about 10 people said they're ready? I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding this. Thank you. It's not making sense. Are we asleep? Are we ready? What are we doing? Okay. Very good. Very good. Miss Exquisite said, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. Hold. I'm looking for pen and paper. Let's go. Let's go. Now you're going to open up your ChatGPT app. You're going to open it up. In there, you're going to write this down. We need coffee. Listen. All right, y'all, here we go. Prompt number one, you're going to put this in your ChatGPT app. Let's go. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. No student of mine shall be left behind. If you got that, put got that in the chat. If you need it to be repeated, ask now or forever hold your peace. I see 89 people on TikTok number one. I should see at least 50 got that. Some of y'all are driving. I'm not going to make you text and drive. Please don't. Some of y'all are at work. Okay. I'm not trying to get you in trouble. But the rest of y'all are at home chilling. If you got that, put got that in the chat. Yes, I can repeat it. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Let's go, let's go. Make sure y'all follow me if you haven't already. And if I'm saying anything that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, double tap that screen. Let's go, share the live. Share it to your friends, your coworkers, somebody. Let's go. Y'all got that? Going once, going twice, move forward, not backwards. Don't DM me, ask me to repeat nothing. No, because I'm gonna ignore you. Because you hard-headed. Because you could have asked for it to be repeated on this live, but you chose not to because you don't really care. And since you don't care, that's fine, but don't expect me to. Yes, give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. If someone types it in the chat, I can pin it. If someone types it in the chat, I can pin it, okay? Y'all got that? Going once. Going twice. All right, good. There you go. So you're going to hit enter. You're going to hit enter. And it's going to give you exactly what you asked for. 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. And remember what we said. A digital product can be anything. So it could be an ebook, an e-course. It could be workbooks, journals, a private community. Digital product just means digital, online. Okay? Now, how do we choose the digital product idea that is best for you? Thank you, Tracy. How do we choose a digital product idea that's best for you? We got to strategize here. Write this on your paper because y'all taking notes. Write this down. Oh, it won't let me pin it for some reason. I don't know why. Write this down. Anything that you want to be successful with, whatever success means for you, don't matter. But anything that you want to be successful with requires you to be consistent. Anything. Business, This is life advice. It doesn't matter. If you want to be successful with it, you must be consistent. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You have to show up consistently every day, okay? How was I able to successfully lose 100 pounds? I consistently ate less and I consistently got my ass in the gym. So I successfully lost weight, okay? If you want to successfully save money, that's going to require you to consistently stop spending it, okay? Running a business is no different. You want a successful business? Great. But you must consistently show up for it, okay? Now let's make life easy, because life is so hard, right? We got all these bills, money's tight, you hate your job. Let's make life easy for once, okay? It is so much easier for you to be consistent with something that you actually like, okay? Because when you actually like what you're doing, it doesn't feel like work. Who wants to feel like they're working all day? It's not gonna work out, you're gonna quit, right? You're at work for 8 hours, some of y'all 12 hours, and then you wanna come home and feel like you're working again. It's not gonna work out, you're gonna quit. So, choose something off of that list that ChatGPT gave you that you actually have a passion for, that you have knowledge in, skills with. Make your life easy. I want you to have fun. Write this on your paper. Money flows where energy goes. I'm gonna say it again. Money flows where energy goes. So as long as the energy's there, you're having fun, being consistent, teaching people, enjoying what you're doing, you will make a lot of money in any niche. There is no need for you to chase trends. Don't be doing a niche because you hear it's trending and you could potentially make a lot of money. Because if you're not consistent with it, I promise you, you won't make no money because you're not showing up. Yes, mental health is a niche. Very good. So choose something that you love. There are children on YouTube who make millions of dollars doing the stupidest things. How? Because they're having fun. They're consistent. And because they're consistent with it and they're enjoying what they're doing, they show up for it and they make money. Money flows where energy goes. Okay? Yes, be you. All right? So that was prompt number 1. Now let's say it gave you 10 things and you don't like none of the things it gave you. That's fine. Ask for 10 more. Just keep asking until you get the idea you want to use, okay? If you're ready for prompt number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Let's go, let's go. If you're ready for prompt number 2, put a 2 in the chat. And maybe you guys have seen me on my other platforms. Maybe I'm not a new face to you. I have built a weight loss and fitness brand, but how was I able to do that consistently? How was I able to grow my YouTube to 18,000 subscribers? How was I able to make 6 figures teaching people how to eat right? Because I love lifting weights. I love my healthy lifestyle. And because it's true to my spirit, I really do eat healthy and work out every day. It's so easy for me to show up consistently teaching other people how to do it too. Okay, you see how that go? Consistency is key. Maybe you found me on my coaching content. I have a coaching YouTube channel. I'm teaching people how to make money online and build their business, build their brand. How am I able to consistently show up for that? Because I love talking about business. I love talking about how we're going to turn $10 into 100 into 1,000. I love it. I love talking about how to create content and build your platforms. And because it's what I love to do, it's easy for me to show up consistently. Okay? Okay. Prompt number 2, write this down. Here we go. Once you choose a digital product idea you want to run with, you'll put in ChatGPT. Here we go. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. If you got that, Put got that in the chat. Let's go. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. No student of mine shall be left behind. Not on my watch. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. Got to make sure we got it. We are executing. We are not making excuses. No shoulda, woulda, couldas, if, ands, or buts. No Mondays or tomorrows. We start today. How can you start something and you don't even know what to do? Because I promise you by 2 o'clock, you're going to forget half of what I said. It's going to be out your head. But if you write it down, you can still get it done. Let's go. Let's go. If you got that, got that in the chat. I'm trying to figure out how we have 92 people on this live, but only 6 people got that. Y'all must be asleep. Yes, I can, Roxanne. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. Let's go. Let's go. If you got that, got that in the chat. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. Let's go. Very good, Jersey. Let's go. Jersey executing. She ain't got time to play with y'all. She gonna make her money. She not playing with y'all. Let's go. Y'all got that? Going once. Going twice. We move forward, not back. Okay. Y'all got that. Good. Now you're gonna hit enter. You're gonna hit enter. Now, this is why I have been saying it has never been easier than today to make money online, because ChatGPT literally wrote the ebook for you, okay? When I first started years ago, I had to use my brain. I ain't know anything about nobody ChatGPT. I had to use my English skills and my grammar skills, and that took time. That took me weeks to write. But today you can have an ebook written in 30 minutes, but you gotta use it, okay? So ChatGPT gave you your ebook. All you have to do now is copy and paste. That's it. This is life on easy mode, right? Copy and paste. You will copy what ChatGPT gave you and you will paste it into Canva. So open up your Canva app. In the search bar, type in ebooks. Okay, it's going to generate hundreds and thousands of different templates. Just pick one. They're all 1000% customizable. You will copy what ChatGPT gave you and paste it into Canva. Put this on your notes. KISS, K-I-S-S. This is an acronym. It stands for Keep It Simple, Silly. Keep it simple, silly. Meaning less is more. You do not need hundreds of different colors and pictures on one page unless you're doing something artsy, which most of you guys are not. So just keep it clean, simple, and legible, okay? You will copy and paste. Now, let me give you some words of advice. I always review my students' ebooks. Something that some of them do, you guys, please narrow in the margins. Bring the margins in, so that the words aren't running off the page. What ebook or book in general have you ever read where you got words running off the page? Never, okay? Make it look like something you would want to read. It's as simple as that. Once you are done copying and pasting, you will download it as a PDF file. P as in Peter, D as in dog, F as in Franklin. You will then upload that file to your hosting site. Write these down. Stand Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. If y'all put it in the chat, I will pin it. Stand Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. Stand Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. If you got that, put got that in the chat. These are your hosting sites. And there's plenty more out there, you guys. These are just some of the most popular ones, okay? There's so many more. Stand Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. Let's go, let's go. Amanda said, I hate Shopify. Me too. Let's go. Stand Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. Let's go. Thank you, Gracefully. And it's Shopify, y'all. Shopify. So she put the shop, but don't forget the IFY. Yes, that's correct. Thank you, Cassie. Absolutely. Y'all got that? Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Are y'all ready? Are you ready? Y'all got that? How can we execute? We don't know what we're doing. Make it make sense. How can we execute? We don't know what we're doing. Make it make sense. All right. So those are some of the most popular hosting sites. Now, listen. Yes, Gumroad is great. Listen, I got you. Let me explain something to you. The beauty of having a coach and a mentor is the fact that they can teach you what to do and what not to do, all from experience. Oh, she forgot to put beacons on there. Yes, you can do System IO. Beacons, Beacons. Beacons is the other one, Beacons, okay? Now, a coach and a mentor can teach you everything to do and what not to do, all from experience. Let me explain something. I've been doing this for 5 years, okay? Digital products has changed my whole life. I made a lot of money on these apps. These cell phones alone, I was killing it. One of the biggest lessons I learned in business: do not spend money that you do not have. Now, some of y'all gonna be like, duh. No, it's not duh. If you have not grown up in a household where financial literacy was beaten into your head, it's not common sense. You make money and you forget how to act, okay? I'm telling you guys this because these business expenses add up quick, fast, and in a hurry. You're paying $9.99 for this, $10.99 for that, $14.99 for this. Next thing you know, you're spending $500 a month in business expenses and you're not even making $500 yet. So we're not going to do that. I say all of this because I use StanStore. I love StanStore. StanStore is great. But StanStore is extremely expensive. It is $99 a month, okay? It is $99 a month. That is extremely high when you're just getting started. If your business is not making $99 a month, that's how you end up in the red. If you're new to this, you just getting started, right? You don't have traffic yet. You just getting it going. You're not going to start on StanStore. That's too expensive. Shopify is also high. It is $49 a month. If you're brand new to all this, you're going to start on Gumroad. Why? Because Gumroad only charges you a percentage when you make a sale. So until you make money, you don't have to spend it. You see how they go? Now that's how we win, okay? Now, you taking your notes and you're gonna execute. You're done with excuses, you're listening, you're writing the stuff down. You gonna learn how to make some money from this live, okay? And once you do start making money, you will bring your ass over to StanStore because StanStore has a lot of features that will help you expand your business, like Afterpay and Klarna. People love a good payment arrangement. But for now, just start on Gumroad. Just start there, okay? Very good. Now, we took Canva, we took ChatGPT, we put it together, made our digital products. Now we got to sell it. And we're about to talk about sales. But before we get into sales, I want to make something very clear. That process of copying and pasting and putting stuff in Canva, you guys, that should not take you longer than 2 hours to do. I said what I said. It should not take you longer than 2 hours to get all that done. It really shouldn't take you longer than 1 hour. I don't care how old you are. I don't care. You could be 500 years old and you don't even know what a cell phone is. It doesn't matter. It should not take you longer than 2 hours. Yes, Shonda said, wow, 2 hours. Listen. It should not. If it is taking you longer than 2 hours, we got a serious problem. One problem that you might be experiencing, I was experiencing this too, your need to be perfect. Everything about you has to be perfect or it's not right. You're the person that overthinks everything. You are the person that sits on an idea for 10 months before you even get started, because you have to overthink the whole process from start to finish. You got to overthink everything. You overthink every single little thing, and you love wasting time. And then when you do decide that you're ready to get started, you got to ask everybody around you their opinion, because their opinion matters so much to you. Even though they don't even have a business, you still want to ask them their thoughts. And then you want to waste more time. Then you get started, but you stop because you got to overthink some more, right? You got to overthink for another 3 months, and then you'll start again. And you're just in this cycle that never ends because you just got to be perfect. If that is you, go ahead and put guilty in the chat. Listen, I've been there, done that. I already know. That's how I know. If that is you, go ahead and put guilty in the chat. This is a judgment-free zone. Ain't nobody gonna judge you. We all done been there before. Let's stop playing. We are all overthinkers to some extent. Some are on the far end of the spectrum, some not so much, but you live in your head and you have to be perfect. What I need you to understand, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this to you. She said, far, far. Listen, you are not perfect. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're not. You are flawed, and you have some shit with you, but that's okay. I am not perfect. I am flawed. I have shit with me too. It is safe to say that we are all imperfectly perfect. No, we're perfectly imperfect, okay? No one is perfect. So with that being said, how can you create something perfectly if you're not perfect? You can't. What you really are is scary. You are still living in fear. You're in your head. And what do we say? Fear stands for fuck everything and run. And you're running from the whole thing. This fear that you refuse to let go of is keeping you trapped. It's keeping you stuck right where you are because you're so afraid to put yourself out there and people talk about you. You're so afraid of failure. You're so afraid of disappointing yourself. You're so afraid of the opinions of other people. All this fear that you have in your head is keeping you stuck. And the reason why we do this is because we are actually self-sabotaging. That's what this really is about. You are self-sabotaging. When we self-sabotage, what we're trying to do is protect ourselves from disappointment. That feeling of disappointment scares the hell out of you, right? You don't want to try something and it doesn't work. You don't want to try something and you feel like you look stupid or you're failing or your friends, family gonna talk about you. So in order to protect yourself from that feeling of disappointment, you make excuses, you procrastinate, you try to be perfect, you do all of these things because you want to avoid that feeling of disappointment. But let me explain something to you. You already said earlier that you hate your job. You also said they overwork you and underpay you. You said that you were fed up with living paycheck to paycheck. That's what you said. Well, every day that you live like that, you are disappointing yourself. See, I'm trying to build you a business, okay? If you don't have sales, you don't have a business. You have a hobby. We're building businesses on this live, not hobbies, okay? We're building businesses. So in order for you to have a business, you have to have sales. But you can't have sales if you have nothing to sell. If you have nothing to sell, well, how can you build financial freedom? How can we get out of this paycheck to paycheck rat race if you're not making sales? So you're going to have to launch the product anyways. I don't care how much fear you have inside of you. I don't care who's saying what about you. I don't care. You have to launch the product. That's the only way out. Otherwise, you will stay stuck right where you're at. The choice is yours. Thank you, Robin. Another reason why it might be taking you longer than 2 hours is because you are distracted AF. You got an excuse for everything. On your days off from work, you are Netflixing and chilling. You're binge watching all of the movies and the TV shows. When you get off work, you want to spend hours gossiping on the phone with your girlfriends. Y'all not even talking about shit. Y'all not talking about nothing important. Y'all not talking about no business plans. Y'all not talking about no content. You ain't talking about nothing that's going to better your life. You're just wasting time. On your weekends, you're outside. You're at the cookouts and the pool parties. Late at night, you're scrolling through social media, laughing at funny videos when your ass should be asleep, and then you wonder why you're tired the next day. You're doing all of the things except the one thing that will change your whole life. And the reason why we distract ourselves, you want to know why we do it? See, distractions are just a form of escapism. You're trying to escape a life that you're not happy with instead of lock in and create a life that you never feel the need to distract yourself from. So this is what you're going to do today. Not tomorrow, not Monday, today. You are going to turn the TV off. No TV. You are going to put the phone on do not disturb. Tell your little girlfriends you'll call them back. You got money to make. You're not going to go to nobody's happy hour. No, not today. You're going to sit your ass down for 2 hours and you're going to start the digital product and finish it. You're not starting, stopping, coming back next week. No, because you never come back. You're going to start and you're going to finish it. Are we clear? If we are crystal clear, go ahead and put clear in the chat. That's my daughter told me, do not turn on, do not disturb. Okay, she's the only one that can get through. Everybody else got to wait. Send they ass the voicemail. If we are clear, go ahead and put clear in the chat. I got to make sure we are crystal clear on this. You will start and finish. There's no start and stop it. No, we don't do that no more. Now, we got to talk about sales. We got to talk about sales. So we made the product. Y'all got 2 hours. Now we got to talk about sales. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest. The creation, that is only 20% of the equation, you guys. That copying and pasting, boom, 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 that's only 20%. That's it. The other 80% of your business is sales. So we got to get this right. What do we say? If you don't have no sales, you don't have a business. You got a hobby. We're building businesses on this live, okay? So we got to get the sales part down packed so that you can have a business too, okay? What I want you to understand, most people fail at sales. Listen, I'm going to always be honest with you. I'm going to always keep it 100 with you. Most people fail at sales, but not for the reasons that you think in your head. No, I'm about to tell you what they failing at. See, listen, I know I'm smart, I know I'm special, and I know I'm great, okay? I'm very talented, but I'm honestly not doing anything that none of y'all can't do. I'm just keeping it real. The only reason why I make the money I make is because I don't make excuses anymore. I used to be the queen of excuses as well, but now I execute. I don't just talk about what I'm gonna do. I just shut up and do it, okay? And most people fail at sales because they say silly things to themselves. I used to say this too. This is no shade. People will say things like, I'm not a salesperson. I don't want to be annoying. What if I talk about my product too much and people unfollow me? What if people think I'm begging? I don't want to be cringy and salesy. If you have ever said any of those things in regards to sales, go ahead and put guilty in the chat. We have got to reshift our mindset before we can even begin talking about sales. We got to get something straight. If you have ever said any of those things, anything along those lines in regards to sales, she said guilty as fuck. Listen, we have got to lock in. What I need you guys to understand is this. This is number one. Selling is not begging. I don't know who told you that, but stop talking to them. You're not begging anyone for anything. Selling is not begging. Put that on your paper. Selling is not begging, and highlight it. Circle it 20 times. Selling is solving, okay? You are solving someone's problem. What did the ChatGPT prompt say? Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. People have a problem in their life and you have a solution for them. You're not begging anyone for anything. They either want to change their life or they don't. It's as simple as that. I don't want to hear you saying, oh, I talked about my product too much and they're going to unfollow me. Let them. Let them. They won't go buy it anyway. Let them. You guys, if I am not a new face, you have seen me before, whether it was on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, I'm everywhere. You can't get rid of me. How is it that I'm able to talk about Glow Up Academy every single day without worrying about who thinks I'm being annoying, without sounding salesy, without worrying about people unfollowing me? How am I able to do that so confidently? Because I have a solution to people's problems. That's how. I'm not begging anyone for anything. They want to learn how to make money online, I teach them. They want to learn how to build their TikToks, their YouTubes, their Instagrams, I teach them. They want to build their community so they can make money online too, I teach them. They want to be more confident. They want to learn discipline. They want to show up even when it gets hard. They want to glow up their life, I teach them. So because I know I'm solving people's problems, I'm not worried about feeling like I'm begging people. I don't care who unfollows me. If they unfollow me, they wasn't ready to elevate their life. It's as simple as that. Let them go. Who cares? Amazon. We all know who they are, right? We are all Prime members. Do you think Amazon's marketing team is sitting in their office somewhere saying, even though it's back to school time and millions of Americans are going to be sending their kids off to college, maybe this year we shouldn't make any commercials, because the last thing we want to do is be annoying. The last thing we want to do is have people unsubscribe from their Prime membership because they feel like we're begging them. We don't want that. So let's not make any commercials this year for back to school. No, they didn't say that. They made their commercials and they put them in your face. You saw them on cable TV, whether you was watching Lifetime, Hallmark Channel, they had them right up in there. They had them in the YouTube videos. They had them on your Instagram page. They had them on your TikTok For You page, letting you know, if you have a kid going off to college and you need their dorm room stuff, order from us because we have the solution to your problem. You're lazy. You love convenience. You don't want to go to Walmart and lug heavy stuff from the store to your house. You want it delivered to your doorstep within 24 hours. We got you covered. And if you did have a kid going off to school, you got your card, you put your stuff in your basket, and you placed your order, and the stuff was delivered the next day. True or false? Mm-hmm. So, if Amazon can have that energy with their products and services, and I can have that energy with my products and services, well, then it's time for you to have that energy with your products and services. So let's talk about sales. If you're ready for sales tip number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Let's go. If you're ready for sales tip number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. And for those of you guys who are just tuning in, my name is Jasmine. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm teaching you how to turn your content into cash, how to make money online and build financial freedom. If I say anything that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, make sure you guys are double tapping that screen. Also, make sure you follow me. I don't know who they are, you guys, but they do steal my videos. They block me, so I can't even report them. And then they message you. Do not get hoodwinked, finessed, or bamboozled on these TikTok streets, y'all. Beware, because they coming to get you. So make sure you follow me so you know this is the real Jasmine, okay? Now, these tips that I'm about to give you are going to require you to put in energy, effort, and work. So if you are allergic to hard work, then you might as well leave now. I am not the coach who's going to teach you how to make $1 million in 24 hours and you ain't had to do nothing for it. No. I'm not the coach who's going to teach you how to make $10,000 in 7 days and you ain't did nothing to build the foundation. No. Everything that I'm about to tell you is going to require you to show up. Just like you show up to that job and you put in all that work and energy and effort to build someone else's business, that's going to require you to put in energy, work, and effort to build yours. Yeah. You're going to have to show up. There's no quick fix. Some of y'all are looking for quick fixes. You ain't found it because it doesn't exist. So if that's the type of time you're on, we'll just go ahead and leave. You might as well not even waste your time. At least you know how to make the product. Now, will you sell it? No, because you don't want to put no work in. But you can make some products just to be cutesy. That's as far as you're going to get. You're going to have to show up for your business if you truly want to make money. Okay, let's talk. Sales tip number 1. Oh, real quick, before we get into sales, let me reshift your mindset on failure real quick because some of y'all are a little confused. A lot of y'all think failure means that if you don't make $1 million in 24 hours, then you're a failure. Some of y'all think failure means you launch a digital product and you didn't make $100,000 in 48 hours, so you failed. Some of y'all think that if you post your first YouTube video and you don't get 50,000 subscribers in 30 days, then you failed. No, that's not failure. Failure only exists when you quit. When you throw in the towel, when you give up, when you say, I'm done, that is when you have officially failed. But if every single day you commit to just getting a little bit better, just a little bit better than you were the day before, not a lot of bit, just a little bit, then you didn't fail. You did not fail, okay? Just keep going. The reason why people fail is because they give up and they quit. That's why they failed. But if you just keep showing up, you don't fail, okay? Thank you, Cassie. Sales tip number 1, write this down. Content is king and distribution is queen. Content is king and distribution is queen. So let's break this up so it makes the most sense, okay? The content is king part. My ultimate goal for you is to have you posting every day. That's what we're working towards. Now, I know we're not all there yet. I was not posting every day either when I first started. I know. This is a journey. It's a marathon, not a sprint, okay? We got to work up to this. Some of y'all are camera shy. That's okay. I was camera shy too. So we got to get you out your camera shyness because until you get out of that, you never going to post every day. You shy, right? No worries. We're going to get you right up out that. It's fine. Some of y'all are not necessarily camera shy. You'll record the video. Some of y'all will even edit, but you just let it sit in your drafts because you're just so terrified of hitting upload. Well, obviously you're not posting every day because you're afraid of the upload button. But no worries, we're going to fix it, okay? You're going to be posting. So wherever you're at in your journey, that's cool. Just know that you are working towards posting every day. That's your goal. You're trying to get to posting every day. Not only will you post every day, you will also work on building a bare minimum of 3 platforms. That's the distribution is queen part. Building at least 3 platforms. Now, why 3? Because 1 is too close to none. Like that one income you have at that one job. If they laid you off tomorrow, what would you do? You'd be sitting there freaking out, trying to figure out your life. If you put all of your eggs in a TikTok basket and the US decides to ban it, what would you do? You'd be sitting there freaking out like all the other TikTokers who only had their eggs in a TikTok basket. I always teach my students, we must stay proactive so we never have to be reactive. In other words, we're going to stay ready so we never have to get ready. Now, before you let fear get in your head, because you're like, oh my God, Jazz, 3 platforms. It's not hard. You freaking out for no reason. It's not hard. The same video you put on TikTok, you'll throw it on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. It takes an extra 5 minutes to do. I do it all day long. It's not hard. Get out your head. That fear is trying to talk you right about something you ain't even tried it yet. You're already freaking out. It's not hard. Stop. Now, which platform should you grow? Well, that's up to you. Whichever platforms you love the most. But let me give you some words of wisdom, in case you didn't know. YouTube is the most watched platform. A lot of y'all think it's TikTok. No, you're wrong. A lot of y'all think it's Instagram. No, none of them apps got shit on YouTube. YouTube has been around for 20 plus years. People watch YouTube more than cable TV, yeah? YouTube has replaced cable TV. And let me remind you, whenever you have a question about something, where do you go? Your ass is on YouTube. Stop playing. One mindset shift I want us to start adapting. This is big. As entrepreneurs and business owners, you guys, we plan for the future. We have got to get out of this I need a solution tomorrow nonsense. This whole I got to get this done by tomorrow is what is killing your growth. It's not going to happen tomorrow. So you might as well let it go. It ain't going to happen for you tomorrow. YouTube is slow growth. I'm the coach that's going to keep it real. YouTube is slow growth. You are not going to be rich off YouTube in 24 hours. Just keeping it real. As an entrepreneur, you must learn to plant the seeds for the future. Just like when you invest in the stock market and stuff, ain't no investor thinking about, okay, I'm gonna put this $100 in and I'm gonna be rich tomorrow. No investor is saying that. No one. Your 401ks that you put your money into, you know damn well it ain't gonna grow tomorrow. That is slow growth. True or false? Okay. YouTube is the same way. You will put in your energy and effort in it today and the days to follow. You will nurture it and you will see the rewards of all of your hard work in the future. Just keep chugging along. When I first started, I started on YouTube. I didn't start on TikTok. I started on YouTube. And I got the first sale of my ebook. I only had 52 subscribers. That's it. That ain't much of nobody on there. The YouTube channel itself was not yet monetized, but I kept planting the seeds and nourishing my garden. I kept looking at the future, not right now. Fast forward 4 years later, that same YouTube channel, one, is now monetized. I have ads running through my videos. I make money off of Google just off of that. I also make more money off of my digital products because I have more people. I now have 18,000 subscribers on that YouTube channel. So just keep planting the seeds, keep working, and I promise you, you will look back a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and be so happy that you did. All of your favorite YouTubers that you watch who are making millions of dollars have been on YouTube for 8+ years. So stop thinking about tomorrow. Start planning for the future. We got to get that in our head. Now, I know some of y'all are still living in fear. And y'all like, Jazz, girl. Some of y'all about to have a heart attack. You want me to post every day. You want me to build platforms. You want me to start this YouTube channel. I'm not even going to see no money from that for a year from now, 5 years from now. This sounds hard. Some of y'all are like, I don't think I can do all this. You asking for a lot. I don't have the time. This just sounds like a lot. This just sounds hard. Okay. I know it sounds hard. I know. Before you give up on yourself, before you run away, just listen. Just please hear me out. Just give me 5 more minutes. Maybe I can change your mind. I was thinking 5 months. Depends on, you can. You can. before you give up on yourself, before you run away, before you let fear take over and steal your dreams, just give me 5 more minutes. Listen, you're right. It is hard. You're right. All of this is hard. I'm not telling you a lie. You are right. Thank you, D. But the life that you're currently living is also hard. That paycheck to paycheck lifestyle that you live every day is hard. Going to a job that you hate every day is hard. How do I know? Because I used to work a 9-to-5 too. See, digital products, online money changed my whole life. I've been doing this since COVID, so I'm 5 years deep. Everything about my life leveled up. Everything. I have been a full-time entrepreneur for 5 years. I run my own schedule. I do what I want, when I want, and how I want. I'm not asking anyone, can I leave work early, come in late? I'm not asking for permission to take a vacation. I just go. I've made more money than I ever dreamed of. I'm in my dream apartment. I drive my dream car. I'm living my best life. But before all of this, I lived a very different life. I used to do the whole 9-to-5 thing too. And I was so excited when I got that job, y'all, because it was the first job towards my degree. See, I bought into the rat race bullshit they sell you in high school. That whole American dream bullshit they sell you. Go to school, get a 4-year degree, work hard. Accrue student loan debt that you'll never be able to pay back. Get a job, get your 401ks, get your pensions, get your benefits, get a house, work for 30 years, retire, collect Social Security, still be broke, and die. And me, just like everybody else, like, let's go, let's do it, right? So I went off to college, like everybody else. Go to college. I went. I wasted 4 years of my life. Got a degree, a piece of paper. I don't even know where that degree is. Haven't seen it in years, but I got it. After college, 6 months after college, I got my first job, like adult job. Like I had other jobs like Chick-fil-A, Walmart. I had stuff like that, but this was like a real job, an adult job. I was so excited. I was gonna be making $60,000 a year. That was a lot back then. In 2015, before COVID, before inflation, that was considered a lot. I'm only 23, no kids. That's great money. So I thought. So I moved out of my mom's house and got my own place. I'm adulting. Here I am. Wow, this is really happening. And of course, like everybody else, I had to go get a car, right? Because the raggedy ass car I had that was rusty, even though it got me from point A to point B, even though it was paid off, that wasn't good enough. No, that's not gonna cut it. I gotta get a car that matches the job. I gotta get a car note. That's the American way. So that's what I did. I went out and got a $400 car note. Duh. So now I'm paying all these bills. I feel like an adult. I feel great. But by the time I paid all my bills, I was broke. Like, what? I ain't got no money left. I can't get my nails done, can't get my hair done, can't go buy no clothes. I'm broke. I'm struggling. I also had to start paying back my student loans. See, Sally Mae, she's such a generous lady, okay? What she does is she gives you 6 months after you graduate to get your shit together, okay? She's not gonna call you. She's not gonna send you no letters. She's gonna give you some peace. Just get on your feet. We'll worry about your repayments in the future. Just get your shit together. Well, 6 months after you graduate, she's calling. And she's sending letters letting you know what your payment gonna be. I had 11 student loan payments that they lumped under one monthly bill, okay? Thank you, Ms. Vale. Every month that I was late on that one monthly payment, I got 11 missed payments on my credits. That monthly bill was $450. I ain't have it. I never had it. So in the course of 1 year, I had 121 missed payments on my credit. So those American dreams of buying a house, that won't gonna happen for me. Not no time soon. I had to get all that straight first. My credit was fucked. Can you say 520? Mm-hmm. So not only was I broke as hell with poor credit, I also hated my job. I wasn't prepared for that. I thought I was gonna love my job. College did not prepare me for corporate America, okay? Corporate America is brutal. If you don't know, let me tell you about it. It's a war zone. People are stabbing each other in the back every day. Two-Face is the name of the game, okay? People will act like they're your friends. They will start conversations with you. They'll smile in your face. They'll invite you out. Some of them will even invite you to their house. They'll do potlucks in the break room. Everyone's saying, hi, how are you? It's like they act like they're your friends. And I'm 23. Listen, I was sheltered. I didn't know. I was green and naive as hell. I wasn't prepared. I thought I had work friends. I thought that was a thing, okay? I was like, wow, these people are so nice. Everyone's just asking me questions. They're making me feel great. Some of them were doing like happy hours outside of work. I'm getting invited to birthday parties. I'm thinking these people are really my fucking friends. Those will be the same people sending emails trying to get you fired, trying to get you written up, talking about everything that y'all talked about in private and sharing that with other people so that other people can hate you too. Mm-hmm. It was brutal. I realized 6 months into that job, it wasn't for me. I worked with all women. I was the youngest one there. See, I was 23. The next youngest person was 32 years old. I was miserable there. I tried to apply for jobs everywhere. I was going back. I was putting in applications at Walmart. I was ready to get out. I was ready to get out. I don't care about the pay. Just get me out of here. Nobody was calling me back. I put in hundreds and hundreds of applications. No one called me back. I was reaching out to classmates from college, asking if they could help me get into where they're at. No one's calling me back. I'm getting email after email. Sorry, but we decided to go with other candidates. For the first time in my life, I felt trapped. Thank you, Jasmine. I felt trapped. If you've never experienced the feelings of trapped, consider yourself blessed. But trapped feels like no matter how hard you try, it just doesn't get better, okay? You could have the most positive attitude. It doesn't get better. You could just go in there and just do your job and not talk to anyone. They'll still find a reason to mess with you. You could follow the procedure to the T and they'll still write you up. It was like no matter what I did, I was damned if I do, damned if I don't. I felt trapped as hell. No one's calling me back. I got all these bills. I'm broke. I'm miserable. I'm trapped. You know, I started crying every day. Every time I pulled into work, I would cry and just pray to God, Lord, please don't let them mess with me. I just want to get in here and do my work. I used to have a smile on my face every day. That went away. I never smiled. Never smiled. I became depressed. I was so miserable. You could see it all over my face. I started gaining weight. I gained 100 pounds working there. I started that job, I was skinny, left fat. I was there for 6 years. I don't know how I made it, by the grace of God. I even developed a new habit to cope with my misery. I started drinking. First, it was just a couple drinks a week, just to calm my nerves. It turned into every day. I became an alcoholic. That's how miserable I was. Every day I had to drink just to go to sleep, just to ease myself from my misery. And the reason I'm sharing this story with you is because if anything I'm saying resonates with you, then you're already doing something hard. Going to a job that you hate every day is hard. Being around toxic people every day is hard. Trying to set up a payment arrangement after payment arrangement, knowing damn well you're not even gonna be able to keep the arrangement that you made, you're just trying to buy time, is hard. Stressing about how you're gonna pay your rent on time is hard. That's hard. So you're allowing fear to talk you right out of posting every day. If you can make it through work, you're a superhero. If you're able to live a life paycheck to paycheck, you have superpowers, because that's hard. It's hard, and you do it every day. And you're trying to tell yourself you can't do this. I told you to choose a niche in something that you love. That's what I told you to do. When you build a business online, you get to talk about what truly makes you happy, okay? For the first time, you get to do something that makes you you. You get to help people the way you want. You get to talk about the things that excite you. You get to be yourself. You can't even be yourself at work. You have to put on a mask like everybody else and play the politics game just to keep your job. Not online. You can truly be yourself. And the best part of all of that is you get paid to do it. You get paid to do what you love every day. That's not hard. I worked in that job for 6 years. Some of y'all have been living like that for 10 years. Some of y'all have been living like that for 20 years, 30 years. And you're trying to doubt yourself on being able to post every day and start a YouTube channel. It's not hard. And before we move forward, let me just remind you of something else. If you work 8 hours or more like how I did, I want you to understand you're with people that you don't even like more than you are with your family that you truly love. See, I literally worked 9 to 5. So I got off at 5 like everyone else in my city. So now I'm sitting in rush hour traffic every day. A 20-minute drive easily turns into over an hour every single day. By the time I did get home, I'm emotionally drained and exhausted and irritated, pissed off. And you only have about 2 hours to spend with your spouse or your children before it's time to go to bed and do it all over again the next day. So your job gets 8 hours of your day, but your family only gets about 2 or 3. And then, sure, you have the weekend, but you really only have Saturday to truly enjoy yourself. Because Sunday, you have to what? Prepare for the work week, right? You gotta do laundry, you gotta clean, you gotta get groceries. And you have to mentally prepare yourself for the bullshit waiting for you on Monday. That's the life you want to live? See, I've done both, and I will always choose this. I need you to understand that you can do this too, okay? Your life doesn't have to look like that. That's how they want you to think it does. You have been programmed. I was programmed to think that that's the life that you're supposed to live. That's the American way. No, it's not. I don't know what your religious background is, but the God I serve did not put me on this earth to be miserable and crying and depressed and anxious every freaking day. No, not my God. I don't know what your God got going on, but mine don't do that. No. So you do what you want. But I just wanted to remind you, you're already doing something extremely hard. Now let's talk about this content. In your content, I need you to be relatable, authentic, and targeting people's pain points. Be relatable, be authentic, target people's pain points. Okay? I need you guys to understand. People today have very short attention spans. Short, which means you must get to the point and quickly if you want them to watch your content. Think about it. Even you're scrolling through your For You page. You are only giving people about 2 to 3 seconds before you're swiping up to a whole nother video. In order to get people to watch, you need to understand that people connect through emotions, which means you have to target people's pain points. Let me give you some examples. Throughout this live, you have heard me targeting yours. You have heard me say things like, are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Are you tired of dragging yourself to a job that you hate? Are you tired of feeling overworked or underpaid? As you were scrolling on your For You page and you heard me say anything along those lines, I was able to get you to stop scrolling. And you have been tuned in ever since. Okay? I don't care what your niche is. Doesn't matter. There are pain points in that niche. And I need you to make sure you are saying those things in your content and in your lives for those of y'all who choose to go live. This is how you get people to stop scrolling and start watching. Because if you can get people to start watching, well then you can get people to start buying. Okay? If you're ready for sales tip number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Let's go. Good morning. If you're ready for sales tip number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Yes, not my God. My God did not put me on this earth to be miserable and depressed. Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. If you're ready for sales tip number 2, put a 2 in the chat. For those of y'all who are just tuning in, my name is Jasmine. Good morning. Good morning. I'm teaching you how to turn your content into cash and how to make money online. If I'm saying anything that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, make sure you guys are double tapping that screen. Let's go, let's go. Sales tip number 2. Remember, we got to take action, you guys. I'm glad I'm motivating you and I'm glad I'm inspiring you. But honestly, this means nothing if you don't actually do it. I can't motivate you to financial freedom. You are going to have to execute. You got to get started. Be relatable, be authentic, and target people's pain points, okay? Very good. Sales tip number 2, write this down. People only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. People only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. If they don't like you, they're not going to buy it. If they don't know you, they're not going to buy it. And if they don't trust you, they're not going to buy it. So how do we get people to like us? Well, you can't. You cannot make people like you. Unfortunately, you don't have that power. There is nothing you can say or do that will make people like you. But what you can do is what I told you guys to do in your content. Be relatable, be authentic, and be yourself. Be relatable, be authentic, and target people's pain points. As long as you do those things, I promise you, you will build a community of people who truly enjoy you. And those will be the people who buy your digital products. And I do not want you in your head freaking out, second guessing, what if no one likes me? That's impossible. There are 8 billion people in this world. Somebody is bound to like you. And I used to be fearful of that too. I'm from Virginia. I've lived in Virginia pretty much my whole life. I forgot there's a whole world outside of the small state of Virginia, okay? There's a whole world outside of the USA. People are literally online 24/7, and they are waiting to hear what you have to say. But they're never going to hear it if you don't post it. And when you do post, your content goes international, you guys. As long as there's internet, people will see it. I have students all over the world. I have students in Canada, Jamaica, Barbados, Australia. I did a one-on-one call with somebody. He's in Barbados. Wow. Never even been before. So I'm telling you, get out of your head. People will like you, okay? Sales tip number we said people only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. Thank you, Jamie. Well, how do we get people to know us? You guys, thank you, Triple. I'm never going to tell you to do something that I don't do or that I would not do. I need you to go live. I'm going to repeat. I need you to go live. Going live is by far the best way to build your community. Now, is it the only way? No, but it is the best way. Why? Because it allows people to get a sense of your energy and your vibes. It allows people to connect with you and engage, and it allows you to promote your products. Now, some of y'all are gonna say, that's great and all jazz, but I'm good. I don't wanna go live. And I would just say, fine, don't. I am not the coach who has the time, energy, or effort to force you to do something that you don't want to do. If you don't want to go live, then just don't go live. But let me remind you of something. You also said you didn't want to go to work. You said you hated it there. You said you were ready to quit last week. You already said they overwork you and underpay you. But you still go. You bust your ass at your job to build someone else's business. But you're not willing to bust your ass to build yours. Well, I promise you this. If you go live consistently, heavy on consistently, and you structure your live and you target people's pain points, you will make more money on live, thank you, Silver, than you ever made at that dusty ass job. I promise you that. There are creators on live who are making hundreds and thousands of dollars. I am one of those creators. And I also want you guys to understand this too. Going live is fun. You get to do what you want. Talk about the things that interest you the most. Help people in the way you want to help people. And you get paid. And you can run your live anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. As long as there's internet, you can go. Maybe you want to finally take a trip. Maybe you want to do a solo trip. Maybe you want to do a trip with Bae. Maybe you want to do a family trip, whatever it is. Maybe you haven't been able to afford to go anywhere in a while. Well, now you're running your business, you're making money. Now you got options. You got freedom. So you want to take a trip. Take your trip. Go wherever you want in the world. Run your live in the morning, the afternoon, the evening, whatever you want to do. Make your money, and you have the rest of the day to do whatever the hell it is you want to do. You don't have that freedom at a job. If you want to take a trip when you are a 9-to-5 worker, first you got to look at the calendar and check to see who else has already requested off. Because you know you can't have but so many people off because they refuse to be short-staffed. So that's number one. 2, you got to calculate your PTO. You got to make sure you have enough paid time off to cover the trip. Because who can truly afford a short paycheck? I know I couldn't. Then you got to make sure you're on your supervisor's good side, right? Because they have to approve it. They are the person in between you and that trip. So you better not piss them off. And don't you dare get sick while you're saving up this PTO where you have to miss work. Now you got to make up time so you have enough time for the trip. And you know what's crazy? The job I had, there's 52 weeks a year, right? You know, they only gave us 2 weeks paid time off. Out of 52 weeks in a year, they only gave us 2 weeks of paid time off. And we had to use our PTO for Christmas and Christmas Eve, Thanksgiving, Labor Day, 4th of July, Memorial Day, and President's Day. We had to be off. The building was closed. I didn't have a choice. That's a scam. Now, some of y'all are like, well, Jazz, I would go live, but I'm just shy. Okay, fine. That's okay. That just means you're a human being. Congratulations. It's normal to be shy. The only reason why you're shy is because you just haven't done it enough. It's not because you suck. It's not because this isn't meant for you. It's not because you're not good. No, it's just because you haven't done it enough. Maybe you did it once last year and that was it. You haven't become comfortable with it. But I promise you, the more you do it, you will get to a point where you no longer think twice and you're no longer scared. Okay? But you have to do it. There's nothing that I can tell you that's gonna make you do it other than you just sucking it up and doing it. We have to execute. We can't keep talking about what we're gonna do. You just have to do it. That's the only way it's gonna change. So put your fear to the side, pull up your grown woman drawers, and just suck it up. The only way through it is to do it. But I promise you, you will get to a point where you're no longer shy and you can be your true, authentic self. But you gotta do it. That's the only way it's going to get better. Now, we said people only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. Okay, great. Well, how do we get people to trust us? You guys, there is a reason why I'm telling you to post every day, and it's not for your health. The reason why I'm telling you to post every day is because the more people see you, the more they begin to trust you. Consistency builds trust. I don't know if you know this or not. Maybe you're living under a rock somewhere. Maybe you're asleep. Most people work extremely hard for their money, in case you didn't know. Most people work 8 hours or more a day. A lot of people are on their feet all day long. Most people make minimum wage. A lot of people have very physically strenuous jobs where they're lifting heavy stuff all day long. And if you want to earn someone's business and earn someone's hard-earned money, well, that's going to require you to be trustworthy. You got to be consistent. Now, I want to do an exercise with you guys. For those of you guys who don't have a product yet, just sit this out, take your notes. But for those of you guys who do have a product, but you're struggling to make sales, this is for you. First, what we have to do is remove our ego and pride. That's number one. I just need you to get rid of it for 30 seconds. Now, unfortunately, some of you are not going to be able to do that because you think you know everything. And there's nothing that anyone can teach you that you don't already know. Fine. You keep thinking that way. You'll stay stuck right where you're at. But for those of you guys who can remove your ego and pride, you can have some humility. You can be teachable. This is for you. I need you to go to your profile. And we have to be honest here. The worst lies are the lies we tell ourselves. Is it clear as day who you are, what you do, and how you can help people? Is it clear? I also need you to ask yourself this. Please be honest. If you were not you, would you buy from you? If you were not you, would you buy from you? Because if the answer is no to one, some, or all of those questions, you should no longer be confused as to why people are not buying from you yet. There should be no more confusion. But the reason why I said yet is because you have the power to fix it. You can fix it. Anything in your business that is not giving you the results that you desire can be fixed. It doesn't have to stay that way. Anything in your life that is not giving you the results that you want. You have the power to fix it. See, a lot of you guys think in your head that everything has to stay the way it is. And even though you're not happy today, you still can't be happy tomorrow. You can't be happy next month. You will forever be miserable, sad, broke, all the things. That's not true. Anything that you are not happy with, anything that's not giving you the results that you want, you have the power to fix it. Nothing has to stay the way it is. Not in your business, not in your life. So maybe it's not clear as day who you are, what you do, how you can help people. Fine, fix it. Maybe you started posting on TikTok, but you're not getting views. Fine, fix it. Just fix it. Maybe you started the digital product, but you didn't finish it. Fine, fix it. Finish it. Anything that you are not happy with can be fixed. It doesn't have to stay the way it is. But what I need you guys to understand is this. Most of you guys are not lacking information. That's not your problem. Okay? Maybe you didn't know YouTube was the most watched platform, but you know that now because I told you. So you're no longer lacking information. Maybe you didn't know ChatGPT could write the ebook. Well, you know now because I told you. So you're no longer lacking that information. Maybe you didn't know people only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. Well, guess what? You know now, so you're no longer lacking that information. Most of you guys are not where you want to be because you're lacking implementation, meaning you don't execute shit, not one thing. You are the person that's always Monday this and Monday that, tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. New year, new you, new money, new business. Ain't nothing new about you. Only thing new about you is new excuses. You have an excuse for everything. Every time it's time to sit down and work towards something, you don't. You are not an executor at all. At all. You are the person that always talks about what they're going to do, but you never do it. You start and stop. In order for you to run a successful business, whatever success means for you, whether you're rating it on dollar amount, your freedom, your peace, whatever it is that you want to rank as a successful business, in order for you to run a successful business, that is going to require you to be consistent, disciplined, and accountable. You must be those three things: consistent, disciplined, and accountable. And you're not. Not in that part of your life. You struggle horribly with consistency, discipline, and accountability when it comes to you, your business, and your dreams and your goals. But oddly enough, you don't struggle with that in other parts of your life. When it comes to your job that you hate so much, you manage to be accountable, consistent, and disciplined. How do you do that? You said you hate it, but you still go. Even when you're tired, you still go. Even when you're sick, you still go. You have already said they overwork you and underpay you, and you still go. You do your job and the job of your lazy ass coworkers. They got you and they're doing everybody's job. And you still go every day. You're accountable, consistent, and disciplined. They only give you a 2% annual raise. And you still go. When it comes to your kids that you love so much, you're a great parent. You're accountable, consistent, disciplined. You parent even when you don't want to. Even when you're tired, you still get up out the bed and you're still a parent. Even when you're sick, you still get up and you cook for them and you do everything that they need. You could be emotionally drained, just exhausted. And you still sit there and listen to their problems with their friends, their classmates, little boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever they got going on. You sit there and you listen and you give them the best advice you know how. They don't even know how broke you really are. They don't have a clue. Because you always make sure they have everything they need and want. They never go without. Not on your watch. Even if that means you got to work 20 shifts in one day, then that's what you're going to do. Because you're a great parent. You're accountable, consistent, and disciplined. But strangely enough, when it comes to you, something just for you, something that's going to make you happy for once, something that's going to finally build financial freedom for you and your family, you're striking out. No accountability, no consistency, no discipline whatsoever. Whenever you do have free time, you're doing everything but. You're binge watching Netflix movies. You're scrolling mindlessly on social media, laughing at funny videos. You're gossiping on the phone with your friends. Y'all not even talking about nothing productive. You're outside. You're going to cookouts and pool parties and happy hours. Taco Tuesdays, Thirsty Thursdays. You're doing everything but the one thing that will change your entire life. I want you to understand that these excuses that we have, these distractions that we're doing, are really just forms of escapism. What you're doing subconsciously is escaping a life that you're not happy with, instead of locking in and just building a life that you never feel the need to escape from. How do I know that you're not happy with the life that you're living? Because you're still on this live. We have been on live for 101 minutes, and you're still here. That lets me know that I was able to connect with you in some way, shape, or form. Because there are hundreds of creators teaching people how to make money online. You could be anywhere on the internet right now. But you chose to stay here. Because for the first time in a long time, you feel seen. You feel heard. There's something that you want to do better. There's results that you're not getting that you want. And now my question for you is, how much longer do you want to delay those results? How much more time do you want to waste? I don't know about you, but I'm getting older, okay? I understand I will never be this age that I am right now on this day ever again in life. Never again. Unless you found the fountain of youth somewhere and you're getting younger, most people are getting older. It is September 2025. And you said back in January, you were going to start this business. You said you were going to lose weight. You said all of these things. You made all these promises to yourself. And you're not doing it. You're not doing it. And my question is, how much longer do you want time to pass you by? See, this is the hard truth. Most people aren't going to accept this, and that's okay, but it's still the truth. Your life and the direction it's going, whether it's going great or not so great, is a reflection of the choices you make. I'm going to say that again. Your life and the direction it's going, whether it's going great or not so great is a reflection of the choices that you make. So for those of you guys who are struggling financially, let's talk about finances. That's a reflection of the choices you make. Now, some of y'all are going to say, no, it's not my fault. I can't control the economy. It's the president's, it's the war. No, it's you. I know it's tough to accept, but it's true. I had to accept that about myself as well. It's you. Because times have been hard. This didn't happen last week. Rent prices have been ridiculously high. This didn't happen last night. And you still choose to do nothing about it. Food has been expensive. The days have been long gone that you could go into the grocery store and only spend $100 and get everything you needed for at least a week, right? That's been over with. But every day, you choose to do nothing about it. You choose to complain, you choose to vent, you choose to push the blame onto other people instead of blame yourself. Because you could have launched your digital product 6 months ago. You would have sales today. You could have locked in and created that YouTube channel 3 months ago. You would have subscribers today. You could have locked in and started the TikTok a year ago. You could be making money from TikTok today. But you chose not to. You choose to make excuses. You choose to distract yourself. You choose to escape. In order for you to run a successful business, in order for you to get the results that you want in your life and in your business, it's going to require you to change who you are. The version of you who you are today is the reason why you're where you're at. You must change. You must stop with the excuses. You must stop with the procrastination. You must stop with the I can't, I'm stupid, all of the self-doubt. You must stop. You have to change who you are. You must change. Some of you guys have great dreams. You want to be six-figure entrepreneurs too. You would love to clear over $100,000 a year all from your cell phone. And you can. I do it every year. And I've already told you, if I can do it, so can you. I'm not more special than you. I was just willing to change who I was. In order for you to make six figures, it's going to require you to change. How can you be a six-figure earner, but you keep talking about what you're going to do on Monday and Monday never shows up? You can't. If you could, you would already be doing it. True or false? But you're not, because you haven't changed. How can you do 10K a month and you still talk about what you can't do and what you're not good enough for? You can't. That negative self-talk has to stop. You have to change. And if you don't, you will stay exactly where you are. Thank you, 7. Now, some of you guys are like, Jazz, 6 figures is cool and all, but if you could help me make an extra $500 a month, maybe 1K, that will fix all of my problems. That's all I need. Great. Easy. But it's still going to require you to change who you are, because the version of you who you are today, you're not equipped to make an extra $500 a month from social media. No, you're not. Because if you could, you would. There's still things about you that have to change. Like your need to be perfect, that procrastination crap that you do, that has to change. All of it has to change if you want to make that type of money. I'm just keeping it real. And yes, change is hard, which is why most people don't change. Most people struggle with looking at themselves in the mirror and realizing they're the problem. Their habits, their routines are the problem. You have to change. Some of y'all hang around people who ain't got nothing going on. If you ask them where they see themselves in 5 years, I don't know. They're just living day by day. And those are your friends. Those are the people you talk to every day. That's the circle. That's the environment you choose to be around. People who have no goal. They don't want to do nothing better than what they're doing right now. Those are your friends. And you wonder why you act just like them. Birds of a feather flock together, true or false? Mm-hmm. You have to change. You got to change. Most people don't change, which is why they're exactly where they've been. You ever ran into someone who you haven't seen or spoke to in a long time, and they still have the same problems, the same attitude? They didn't change because it's hard. But the life that you're currently living is also hard. The version of me that you guys see today is a reflection of all of the changes that I have made in my life. I used to procrastinate. I used to make excuses. I used to have negative self-talk. I used to call myself stupid. I used to do all of the things. I used to distract myself too. I told you guys I had a drinking problem. I was really an alcoholic. And it started when I had that toxic job. You would have thought that when I quit, that would go away, right? Because I quit during COVID. So you would have thought, now that I'm no longer in that toxic environment, I can stop drinking. No, it actually got worse. Because at least when I was at work, I couldn't drink for those 8 hours, right? Well, now it's COVID, everything's closed, I ain't got shit to do. I have nothing but time to drink. That's what I did. And I told you guys the worst lies are the lies we tell ourselves. I convinced myself that as long as I wasn't drinking before 11 a.m., I'm not a drunk. Even though I need to drink every day, I was trying to feel better about myself. So I said, well, you know what? Drunks drink before 11 a.m. So as long as I don't start till 11, then I'm not a drunk. Make it make sense. But that's the lie I told myself to feel good. And here I am in the house trying to build my TikToks, trying to build my YouTube, trying to build my Instagram, trying to make money online, and it's not working. I'm sitting here confused. Why is it not working? Well, let me tell you why. I'm not posting every day. I still have excuses. I'm still camera shy. I'm still not showing up the way I'm supposed to because I'm distracted. I can't be as productive if I'm drunk. I got sick and tired of not getting the results that I always wanted. So I had to look myself in the mirror and make a decision. Do I want to continue the life I'm living, which isn't giving me the results I want, or do I want to change? So I chose the latter. I changed. I put the drink down. I haven't had a drink in 4 years. I will never touch alcohol again. And since I stopped distracting myself, my life started to change. Now I'm showing up every day. I no longer made excuses. My business started to grow. Now I'm making the sales that I always wanted. All because I decided to change. For those of you guys who want to change, I want to help you. I'm not here to force change upon anyone who doesn't want it. I don't have the energy for it. If you are 1,000% happy with the direction your life is going in, and you're 1,000% happy with the way your business is flowing, then respectfully, don't change it. Keep it the way it is. Who am I to force change upon you? It's not my job. If you like it, I love it. Who am I? So keep doing what you're doing. But for those of you guys who are not, There are things that you are ready to change. You know you're holding yourself back. You know your excuses and your procrastination and the things you got going on in your head. You recognize that you're the problem. And you recognize that you can fix it, and you're ready to change it. Well, then I'm ready to help you. I'm going to teach you how to make money online. I'm going to teach you all that. Every single thing that I do in my business, I'm going to give to you. Every single thing. But I'm also going to teach you how to become the version of yourself that you must become in order to actually get it done. See, some of y'all are confused. You think you just need information. You think your lack of information is why you're not where you want to be. No, it's not. See, I can tell you how to build your YouTube channel, but you're not going to do it because you still make excuses. I can tell you what to say on TikTok so you can make money on TikTok and YouTube Live, but you're still not going to do it because you don't even think you're worthy of it. I can tell you how to create your digital product, but you're still not going to lock in and do it because you won't stop procrastinating. So you have to change. And for those of you guys who want to change, you are fed up with being fed up, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, then I want to invite you to join my Glow Up Academy. Because this is the space where you also change. This is the space where you're no longer by yourself. This is the space where we really work on your mindset so you actually get stuff done. This is the space where you finally get support. So you don't even have support in your own personal life. You tell your friends you want to start a business, they try to talk you out of it. You post your first video, everyone acting like they don't see it. Why? Well, because you're expecting people to do something for you that they don't even do for themselves. That's why. You are friends with people and you want support from people who don't even support themselves. They had business ideas at some point in time too. They ain't followed through with none of them. They didn't even support their own business. And you want them to support you? It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. So instead of you trying to force them to support you, why don't you just get around people who support themselves so they can easily support you too? Now you have community. Now you're around people who are in the trenches just like you. Now you're around people who get it. When you lock in with me, I'm always right there for you. I'm cheering you on when you're not even cheering yourself on. How am I able to do that? Because I cheer myself on. People can only meet you where they're at. And since I pour into myself and I show up for myself, well, I'm able to show up for you and pour into you. Anything that you're struggling with, I'm there for you. Whether you want to grow the YouTubes, the Instagrams, the TikToks, make money online, monetize your platforms, it's all there. It's all there. I don't gatekeep anything. But you're also going to learn how to change who you are so you finally get it done. No more starting and stopping. Not when you're locked in with me. You're going to start today and you're going to keep going. You're going to push past the self-doubt. You're going to push past the limiting beliefs. You're going to push past everyone who's telling you that you can and it's not going to, you're going to push past all that. Those days are gone. You're going to start and you're going to keep going. And you're finally going to get the results that you've always dreamed of having. I'll start with TikTok and then I'll show YouTube. YouTube, your instructions are a little bit different. TikTok, in order for you guys to lock in and change your life, you're going to click on my profile picture up at the top twice. You're going to come to my profile and click on this link right here, that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you're going to click on it again at the bottom, glowuploungehq.com. And you're going to click on this red button right here that says open. You're going to click on this top button right here that says Glow Up Academy. And here we are. This is my Skool community. It is only $39 a month and you can cancel at any time. It's only $39 a month and you can cancel anytime. What I know about my academy, my Skool, is you are going to become addicted to the energy, the support, and the community in here. Like I said, you're never by yourself. Anything that you're struggling with, I am only one message away. I respond to all my students. Even when you're not cheering for yourself, I'm still cheering for you. Any questions, any feedback that you have or that you want, again, I am only one message away. We also do live coaching calls on Thursdays. This is your opportunity to ask questions, get clarification on things, get feedback. I share my screen with everybody and everyone can see how we work through things, okay? Whether you're struggling with ChatGPT, Canva, YouTube, doesn't matter. This is your space to ask and get clarification, okay? Yes, you can do it anywhere. Anywhere there's internet. I don't care what country you're in. As long as you got internet, which you do because you're on this live, you are good to go. I have students all over the world, okay? So we also have book club in here on Sundays. Every Sunday we meet for book club. Even if you don't get a chance to read the chapter, still come. This is how we shift our mindset. This is how we change who we are, okay? This is how we have discussion with other people. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely, Olive. You have access to every single thing. I don't gatekeep anything. Everything that you need is in here. And like I said, I am only one message away. I sit down with you and talk to you about your goals, your dreams, what you're struggling with, your ideas. We come up with ideas together. Every single thing that you need is right in Glow Up Academy, okay? YouTube, in order for you guys to lock in, your instructions are a little bit different. You're gonna come to my YouTube channel and you're gonna click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then once you click on that, you'll come to this screen and you'll click on this top button right here that says Glow Up Academy. And it will take you right to where you need to be, okay? Now, I do only let 10 people in at a time because, believe it or not, not everyone is starting on the same journey, okay? Some people have a product, no audience. Some people have an audience, no product. Some people have a million ideas, so we come up with one idea together so that you can start. Some people have no idea what they want to do, so we figure out what things you enjoy doing, and then we come up with an idea together. So wherever you're at in your journey, that's fine, I can help you. However, I want to make sure I can pour into everyone equally, okay? I want everyone to be seen, I want everyone to be heard. I'm only one person, and I've noticed for myself, it's overwhelming to have more than 10 people join, because then I'm not able to give you all the attention that I feel like you deserve, okay? So I cap it at 10. Once 10 people join, I take the link off, okay? Yes, absolutely. It teaches you every single thing, Olive, every single thing. Anything under the sun you could possibly think of, I promise you I've already thought of it, and it's in there. So yes, creating your stand store, your Etsy, your Beacons, your Gumroad, your Shopify, whichever platform you want to be on, that's fine. I also have information here on PayHip and Systems.io. So wherever you choose to have your journey, or wherever you choose to host your product, absolutely, it's all in there. It's all in there, okay? And I'm also always updating. I update every single day, you guys. So I promise you, you are good to go. So I'm also gonna set us a timer, you guys. I'm gonna set us a timer for 10 minutes. I believe that people who know that they wanna change, they're ready, right? I'm not really trying to force you into something that you don't wanna do, right? When you're ready, you know you're ready, right? So I'm gonna set us a timer for 10 minutes. You guys said you were ready. I think 10 minutes is plenty of time, okay? Do you guys have any questions for me? I got you. Again, TikTok, in order for you guys to lock in, you're gonna click on my profile picture up at the top twice. You're gonna come to my profile, you're gonna click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you'll click on it again at the bottom, glowuploungehq.com. And you'll click on this red button right here that says open. And then you'll click on this top button right here that says Glow Up Academy. And as you guys can see, it is only $39 a month and you can cancel at any time, okay? And YouTube, again, you're gonna leave the live and you'll come to my YouTube channel and you'll click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you'll click on this top button right here that says Glow Up Academy. All right, and it'll take you right to where you need to be, okay? Do you guys have any questions? So I gave you guys Canva, I gave you guys ChatGPT, You put it together and you create your digital product. Also, you guys, I see you guys joining. Just kind of hang tight as you guys do join, because as soon as I get off live, I hop right in there and start talking to you. So just bear with me while we're still on live. But for those of you guys who are joining, this is what I want you to do. I see your messages coming in. I want you guys to go to the classroom tab. Go to the classroom tab right here. And I want you guys to start working through this first vault, which says orientation and welcome. Okay, I want you guys to start working through that. And then, like I said, once I get off live, I hop right in here and start responding to your messages and figuring out what you've been struggling with, what's holding you back, what ideas you have, all of the things, okay? So just kind of hang tight with me till we get off of live, okay? So I gave you guys Canva, I gave you guys ChatGPT. You got to put it together and create your own digital product. And the reason why I stress the importance of being around people who are like you while you guys are joining, I want you guys to understand people can only meet you where they're at. This was one of the hardest lessons I had to learn on my journey. All the friends that I had when I started my journey, my entrepreneurial journey 5 years ago, I no longer have. They all left, right? Now, that doesn't mean they're bad people. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, no. Our paths were no longer aligned. I'm going this way, they're going that way. I see things this way, they see things that way. We were no longer aligned. It was bound to end. But that's okay, because that made room for people who were like me. That made room for people who had similar goals like me. That made room for people who had similar mindsets to mine. A lot of times we fail to realize people can only meet you where they're at. And I used to be upset. I would post content and I felt like my friends were acting like they didn't see it or no one's supporting me. I was always the friend that if someone had an idea, I'm cheering them on. You can do it. Like, I'm gonna be your first customer. Let me know when you create your website, whoop-de-whoop. And then when it's my turn, it's crickets. Nobody's saying anything. No one's congratulating me on no milestones. But I had to realize that I was asking people to do something for me that they don't do for themselves. You guys, a lot of times you are struggling with the fact that you're not getting support from your friends and your family, your loved ones, whatever, but they don't support themselves. You probably have friends who said they wanted to do something, but didn't do it. They didn't support themselves. You probably have friends who had a business idea at some point, but they didn't follow through. So they didn't support themselves. And then you're wondering, you're frustrated, you're mad, you're sad. Why aren't they supporting my business? They don't support themselves. And you're asking them to support you. And you're putting all this energy into it, and you're so upset. Instead of just getting around people who do support themselves. When you're around people, very good, Olive, thank you. When you are around people who do support themselves, they can easily support you too, because now you're meeting them where they're at. They know how to pour into themselves, so it's easy for them to pour into you. But when you're asking people who have limiting beliefs, who self-doubt, they're insecure too, you're trying to figure out why they're not telling you that you can do it. They don't even think they can do it. So how are they going to tell you you can do it? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. As you glow up, as you start working on yourself, fixing yourself, changing yourself, you're going to leave a lot of people behind, because most people are not working on being better. Most people are not. They say they want to, but they're not. They say they're going to start on Monday, but they don't. Most people are insecure. Most people give up on themselves. Most people have limiting beliefs. That's how society programs us. I used to be the same exact way. That's how I know. But as you decide to step out of that, you decide to fix your mindset, You decide to commit to the promises that you made to yourself. You decide to pour into yourself even when it's hard. When you step into that, well, you're going to leave a lot of people behind because they're not doing that. They don't understand you. They don't understand how you're able to post something and not worry about what people are going to say. They don't get it. They don't understand how you said you were going to start this business and you're actually doing it. They don't get it. They don't understand because they haven't been able to do that in their own lives. They could, but it's more comfortable to just stay the way you are and complain about it, which is why that's what most people choose to do. So instead of always being frustrated and angry and sad because the people you love the most are not supporting you, understand that's just where they're at, but that's not where you have to stay. You can choose to be around people who are doing exactly what you're doing because now they understand you. And it no longer has to feel forced. You don't have to have resentment. You don't have to be sad because you chose to change your circle. And maybe you'll inspire them. Maybe as you keep showing up for yourself and they see how you're improving your life, maybe you'll inspire them to improve theirs too. But stop giving so much energy into people who don't support you. Stop. Just get around people who get it. It's really that simple. Okay? I see you guys joining. We have 7 slots left. Again, TikTok, in order for you guys to lock in, you're going to click on my profile picture up at the top twice. You're going to come to my profile and click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And you're going to click on this top button right here that says glowuploungehq.com. Click on this button that says open. And then click on this top button that says Glow Up Academy. And then here we are. It's only $39 a month and you can cancel at any time, okay? If I was able to motivate you and inspire you on this live, that's just a tidbit of what you get in the community. Don't allow this to be our stopping point. Let's keep going. You're motivated, inspired. I was able to change your perspective. Let's keep moving off of that momentum. Let's not kill it here, okay? YouTube, in order for you guys to lock in, your instructions are just a little bit different. You're gonna leave the live, and you're gonna come to my channel. You're gonna click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you'll click on this top button right here that says Glow Up Academy. Okay? And I'll put you right to where you need to be. Also, for those of you guys who are hung up on the price, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because every morning when I leave out of my apartment, I go to the gym. There's a Starbucks literally right around the corner. Line wrapped around the building 2, 3, 5 times. Y'all spending $15, $20 on a 20-ounce macchiato every day. Don't want to hear it. Chick-fil-A lines be wrapped around 10 miles down the street. Chick-fil-A is not cheap. And y'all up in that line every day. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. But the minute it's time for you to invest in yourself, you want to have pushback. But the minute Netflix tell you your subscription about to be renewed, you make sure that money is in that account so you can continue to distract yourself, true or false. I don't want to hear it. It's $39 a month. Lock in, okay? Do you guys have any questions for me? We have Canva, we have ChatGPT, you can put it together, create a digital product. We have to sell it. Again, the keyword of this live is execution. You guys can watch me every single day. However, if you are not putting in the steps, watching me is not going to change your life if you do not execute, okay? A lot of you guys are so addicted to scrolling and watching, wishing, praying, and manifesting, but you're not putting one foot in front of the other and getting started. You have to start. And you choose to do it alone. And during the exact same spot you've been in. How many more weeks do we want to continue down that path? At some point, you got to change. Okay? At some point, you have to change. Do you guys have any more questions for me? Also, y'all, make sure y'all follow me so you don't lose me. We have 6 slots left for the 4 people who joined. Like I said, just kind of hang tight. We have 2 minutes left and I'm closing it out. Do you guys have any questions for me? I hope you guys took your notes. Also, make sure you guys follow me so you do not lose me. They do steal my videos and they make fake accounts and they message you. So please do not get hoodwinked, finessed, or bamboozled on these TikTok streets, okay? One thing I know about people is this: people only move when they're ready, right? There's nothing that you can say that's gonna make people ready to change. How do I know? Have you ever had a friend that was in a toxic relationship, right? And you know that if she just left the relationship, her life would get better, right? She would stop crying, she would stop being sad, she would stop being stressed out. You know that relationship is what's holding her back from greatness, and you tell her, you try to talk sense into her, but again, until she's ready to leave the relationship, there's nothing you can do. Like, there's nothing you can really say that's gonna make her leave the relationship. She has to come to that conclusion on her own. And it's frustrating, yes, because you know that once she leaves, her life will change. Well, that's the same way I feel about this. I know that if you locked in, you could change your life. But until you're ready to change your life, there's nothing that I could say that's going to convince you otherwise. There's nothing I could say, there's nothing I could do. You're not going to change your life until you're ready, until you're truly fed up. Even though I know what the solution is, I can't change you. I can't change your mind. So until you're ready, you're going to keep doing what you're doing. But once you do come to that conclusion that you want to change your life, that you want to do something different, then I'll be right here, ready to support you. Okay? Very good. I enjoyed you guys on this beautiful Wednesday. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Again, make sure y'all follow me. YouTube, if you do want to follow me on TikTok, only follow the TikTok linked on my website. All others are fake, okay? Have an amazing Wednesday. For those of you guys who joined, I'm hopping in there right now. For those of you guys who didn't, keep doing what you're doing. When you get tired of not getting the results that you want, I'll be right here, okay? Very good. Bye, YouTube.